Hey, this is Dean Crippen with Dean Crippen Marketing, and today I just want to give you some straight talk on MLM, how this business really works, and basically MLM does not need to be that hard. A lot of people really struggle with this business. They get off on tangents, and they end up quitting because they get really frustrated with what they've been told not being true, and they go all over the place. But it's not that hard unless you try and do things that are just not reasonable, like trying to make $10,000 your first month before you've even done it. Unless you got major skill sets, you've already been in the business, you should not be expecting to make 10 grand in a single month right out of the get-go. That's just complete hype. The expectations are way too high. If you go into it thinking that way, you're just setting yourself up for a huge disappointment. If you're trying to generate leads, it's ridiculous to think that you're going to come in to this deal and generate 50 leads a day right off the get-go without any skill set, without any knowing what you're doing. It's just, it's not plausible to even think that way. Later on, as you develop yourself and develop your skill sets and learn how to leverage the internet, 50 leads a day is totally doable. But coming out of the blocks, don't expect that you're going to just be coming at Mach speed, picking up leads and signing people up. It's just not reasonable. And then when you talk to people, you can't expect that you're going to close 9 out of 10 people. When you just getting started out, maybe 1 out of 20 people that you put in front of a presentation, you're going to have a chance at closing. That's just the numbers. That's where you're going to start at, and you're going to crawl up to maybe 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10 that you're going to be able to close with the people who are interested. But when you're starting out, you're starting out at basic numbers. You gradually increase your efficiency as you go. But you can't expect to be closing everybody that you talk to, and you shouldn't even really be expecting to. What you really want to do is get better at closing people, get better at it, improve your numbers, learn something, make mistakes and learn. And the other thing is, that's not a real expectation, is if you're coming in and you don't have any money, you're hurting, you don't have a job, and you're on your last legs, you can't expect a multi-level marketing company or a network marketing business to pull you out of poverty. That's just ridiculous expectation. What you can expect is to have it uplift you from your certain level where you have some level of security. You've got a job, you've got food coming in on your table, maybe you're stuck and frustrated because you're not where you want to be. A multi-level marketing company can lift you from that place where you're not happy to the next place up and much beyond. There is no limit on the amount of money that you can make in a network marketing company. But starting from zero, if you have nothing, don't expect that business is going to save you from poverty. It's just not going to do that. You got to have some room to move. You got to have food on the table. If you do that, you're putting way too much pressure on it. Now, MLM is it's easy if you know what you want, and basically if you know what you want out of the business, and how having that will make you feel. So it's like, what do you really want out of the business? Do you want to be able to stay home with your family and be there while your kids are growing up? Do you want to be able to travel more? Do you want to be able to go for, get your golf score down so you're a scratch handicap? Do you want to have time to go on great fishing adventures all over the country, all over the world? Do you want to be able to travel and see things and do things? Do you want to just be able to be your own boss, control your own destiny? Those are all things that you can absolutely do. But knowing why you want those, how do those things make you feel? Do they make you feel happy? Do they make you feel empowered? how does, use your imagination and see yourself already having that success, and how does that make you feel? That's one of the things that you have to have. But that's not that hard to do. Use your imagination. How's it going to feel when you have a choice whether you work or not? When you don't have to work anymore, how is that going to feel? Man, that's going to feel awesome, isn't it? Or how is it going to feel when you're able to take your kids to school and pick them up from school and be there for all their games and all the events through their life? How does that feel? How is that going to feel? It's going to feel awesome. That's what it's all about. How's it going to feel to leave a legacy for your children? To show them how to live life, what life is all about. Life is about living it and having a good time. How's that going to feel? Now, one of the other things is MLM can be very easy if you have a system that not only that you can do, but you can teach anybody at any level how to use and get some success. A basic system that they don't have to come in with a bunch of skill sets to use, that they don't have to go through a bunch of trainings, they don't have to spend thousands of dollars and spend hundreds of hours and go through grinding training and be on top of it all the time in order to be a success. If you have you can go ahead and do that. That's the next level. There's the highly skilled network marketers, internet marketers use their skills to get tons of leads. But if you start off with a system that you can show to anybody and they can take it up and have success, that's a critical component of making MLM easy. And the system has to be easy to use. But, a lot of people get in this and they get caught up in all these different lead generation systems, SEO, PPC, everything. I mean, those are all great, but initially, when you start out, you need a system that you can hand to somebody who's brand new, who can take it, run with it, and have success with it. Finally, you need to have realistic expectations and attainable goals, really realistic goals about where you are and where you're going and what you can expect. This not only includes the amount of money. You might not actually make any money for a couple, 3, 4 months or a year. You might not be able to make enough money to where you are substantially improving your financial situation for a year or two. I mean, that's just the reality of it. But if you stick with it, if you've got realistic goals, that you're going to learn how to do things in steps. You're going to learn how to talk to people. You're going to learn how to give them the presentation that you're working with. You're going to learn how to get traffic to a particular website. You're going to learn how to write some copy and get better at it. You're going to learn how to test it. There's different things that you can do. But main thing, if you have reasonable goals about like using a system and make them action goals, like connecting with 50 people a day. You can do that. And then as you connect with 50 people a day, your next goal would be maybe to improve the percentage of the people that you talk to and are able to better convert, get them into leads, get them seeing the presentation. And then later on, your goals might be getting 3 or 4 people on your team who are producing at the same level you are. And the next level might be making a product that you can give to your downline and that will really show them and help them how to improve their bottom line. But make your goals stepwise. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Keep your goals within what you can grasp and think big. Imagine big, but act. Take that next step. Make your intermediate goals ones that you can attain. You're going to get momentum as you build up that confidence reaching those small goals. Every now and then you can have a bigger goal, but break it up in intermittent goals. If you got a goal of like signing 10 people up in the next 2 months, okay, break it up. That's 5 people a month. That's about 1.5 a week. How many people are you going to need to call to do that? And, you can have that goal. You can make that a realistic, attainable goal. And then you get on it. You work it, you work it, you work it. It's not hard. It's work, but it's not hard. It doesn't have to be complicated. The main thing is that you've got a system in place, you've got realistic goals, and you take action on them. I really hope this helps out. If at all you have any questions or you would like to work with me directly, I'd appreciate it if you can give me a call or send me an email, and I'll get back with you and talk to you about where your business is at and how we can make it really go. Thank you very much for checking out this video, and you have a great day.